I've had the benefit of just phenomenal teachers in my life. I consider it a terrific blessing. I'd start with family members. I grew up with close relationships with my grandparents, and the teaching there wasn't anything formal. It was just stories. I come from a family of storytellers, and it was not uncommon on a Saturday night. My grandmother would be babysitting for me. I'd be visiting my other grandparents, and they'd be telling me stories about what happened that day or what happened in the history of their family. And not only are those stories fascinating, we're recording this in February, a few days after Groundhog Day. I had family in Punxsutawney for a while. But it's the values that get conveyed in the telling of those stories, which were so important in my sense of values and importance and how I was going to progress through the world and through life. More formally, I can think of two teachers who, aside from what they taught, the question was how they taught. And one was a high school teacher, economics and history, Jacob Irgang, at Stuyvesant High School. And Mr. Irgang was one of the fiercest graders anyone could have. But a lot of people think like you'll hand something in, get a poor grade, and that'll be the end of it. But Mr. Irgang, when you handed in, let's say, a 3-page paper, it'd come back with 6 pages of handwritten comments. What was the point there? He said Mr. Irgang what was he signaling? He said that whatever you did, you're capable of doing much better. And he was able and willing to commit the time and the effort to show you that path forward. Well, much later in life, when I was a graduate student working on my doctorate, I had a similar experience with a fellow named Kent Bowen, who was my advisor. And similar thing, Kent was a genius. He had a full career at MIT in material science, enough to retire and be a professor emeritus at MIT, and then start a second career with enough years to retire and be a professor emeritus at Harvard Business School. Genius guy. What was key to the relationship we had was Kent engaging me in this Socratic exploratory set of guidance of what'd you see, what'd you think, what did it mean, how did it interpret, oh, go take another look. Also, like Jack Irgang, he was reinforcing the sense of that whatever I had done, there was so much more I could do, and he was willing to provide the guidance. And linking that back to my family members, I think it's real important to acknowledge that over the several generations I know of my family going back and hopefully going forward, that's been a common theme about creating conditions in which other people can thrive.